Hello. Here we are. We up in here playing critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial where you can play through an entirety of A Realm Reborn and three expansions, including the critically acclaimed Shadowbringers up to level 80 for free with no restrictions on playtime. Let's fucking go. I I had to look up that rant. I had to look up that rant, but um thankfully Moss did give me the image for that particular rant, and I love it. Critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, where you can play through A Realm Reborn and three expansions, including critically acclaimed Shadowbringers, and up to level 80. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. I can only fly so high. But I can fly now! Oh my god! I am trying to look for the Gossamer for the hunt. Hold on. I should probably look up its spawn points before I go into... I'll look up its location. That way. I know exactly where I'm supposed to go. Excuse me. Get caught on the tree. I'm only seeing a bunch of furballs. Hold on. Spare the hair. Level 29 Fate, spawn in Eastern Vanland. Ah, I see. So this is a fate-tied monster. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to find anything of this. Can I just... Ah, there's a bottom. Damn. You can glide along it, though. Now it looks like he's hopping. You're the ones who seek an interview, I must say. I wasn't expecting to see the champion of yours here. Nanaji no Noji. Writer who made a request, and Colonel is kindly accompanying me for the interview. I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to humor me. Come now, no need for thanks. Like everyone, I hold Louis Soir in the highest esteem. If you wish to know about him, Holland Aubrey is always glad to oblige. Without further ado, then, let us begin. My understanding is you had dealings with Louis Soir. Could you please tell me the details? As you know, our grand companies were formed thanks to the Circle of Knowing. It wasn't until Dalamud began turning red that Louis Soir first appeared.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hi. I am streaming right now, but say the word and I will Alt F4 OBS.
Okay.
No
thanks.
hesitation.
Where are you right now?
Began with
I
the
forget where
word
we
that an
left off.
elderly Elesan man came to Gridania who had the key to vanquishing primals. Upon learning of this, I sent a letter. I later learned that the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder had done the very same. At the time, our companies weren't yet collaborating. I'm in Eastern Fanaland. Each one only fought to stay ahead of the others. I'm at the bridge. Truth be told, at first we didn't think much of Luswa, only that he was the leader of scholars who study peculiar prophecies. But when the adventurer reported back, our opinion of the man completely changed. Yep.
Brother, what bridge?
The bridge that goes to Welwick Wood. The spellcraft Luswa opened a way into Ifrit's domain. Alas, many defeats preceded that victory, reported that countless charred corpses laid strewn in a bowl of embers. Now the mission also yielded a shocking revelation. Following the battle, Legatus Nail van Darnus of the 7th Imperial Legion appeared and told the adventurer that the hour of reckoning was at hand. That Dalamud would soon fall and cleanse the land. That was fuck. I clicked it. So thanks to Luiswa, you became aware of the Meteor Project. Still, it doesn't seem like you had much to act upon.
Oh, that's that. That's a side
As
quest.
you say,
I remember that.
afterwards we scrambled to learn what we could about the project. Yeah, I know it's a side quest, but I was doing side quests until you showed up. For a blessing, we had the cooperation of a Garlean defector, Sid Garland, whom you know well. He revealed the details of the project that it utilized a transmission tower to plug Dalamud from the heavens, all for the purpose of purging us savages from the realm. I could continue telling you what I know, but from this point on, there is someone better suited than I am. If you're interested, I'd be glad to introduce you to this individual. What say you? Well now, we begin to speak with this person indeed. Very well, I'll send word to the Adder's Nest. If you could take yourselves to Apkalu Falls, I will arrange for us a meeting there. You go such lengths to help us. I can't say how grateful I am. Don't mention it. As I said, I hold Louis Soir in highest esteem. He was the one who brought our three nations together, and nothing would please me more than for him to be remembered. Well, it's past time I return to Ul'dah. I pray that the coming interview bears you fruit. Lieutenant certainly has great respect for Luswa. Thanks to him, we have another promising interview. Come, let's head to Gridani, where the Archon has sojourned.
If you want to keep doing that, then like feel free to. But I might go back to leveling Dark Knight in the meantime.
No, it's past time I went. I continued main story quest.
Okay. And we can just save Coils of Bahamut for another time, because like that's a whole other thing. That's a whole thing.
Yeah, I'm heading to the sands right now.
Okay, hold on. Let me social.
I never thought I would. You know, I avoided continuing MSQ and was just like, well, I don't need to worry about getting flying at the end of Realm Reborn. I don't think I need it that much. This has been the biggest fucking blessing.
What did I
being
tell
able
you?
to being able to fly over everything and
Did I
not
tell you?
care.
Literally, what did I tell you?
I just underestimated it, okay?
What did I tell you?
I underestimated
You
the
believe
power.
me.
Listen.
You didn't believe me. I told you from the start.
Sometimes people exacerbate how much easier things make other things.
Uh-huh. And was this one of those cases?
No.
That's what I fucking
Hi,
thought.
Minfilia.
Minfilia! Miss Ward.
Hold on, are any of these good? Ten, 10, 11, 14. No, they are not. I'm just gonna get the gold reward from this one. Speaking? Kanda, it pleases me to see you well.
Tataru!
Do excuse me for interrupting, Colonel. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Belsar and destroyed its ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. While once we fought direct in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. True embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Such make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Just it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused. I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet... If accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldesian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Ah, the world of politics.
Well, actually, I think I want to do this part with you. I actually do kind of enjoy the Realm Reborn patch quests for a specific reason.
Okay.
So, like, just give me a sec to skip through that cutscene you just went through, and then I'm gonna do MSQ with you.
Nervous some petitioners engaging us as we are a band of mercenaries. Be glad to refuse them all without a second thought. Think thou, Pinel. Wee.
Okay, I skipped the quest. Cutscene, not quest.
Where are you?
I'm also in the Waking Sands, but the thing is, the Waking Sands is instanced, so you only ever see yourself in it.
Alright.
Oh, the gang's all here.
Hey guys! Everyone's alive.
Who said any of them die?
I don't know. You? Indirectly?
No, I never said that.
Never.
It's just
a
nice to see
strange
them
amount
again
of
in their like Realm Reborn fits.
a strange amount of emphasis on said. Call your meeting with the admirals shortly after the Laminsons sent word of the summoning of Titan. Mayhap you should also recur my words to our host. Said unto Merlewhip that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. We had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. Spoke in short in the truth. Wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the fact of a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Alright, so that's one vote against. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there's a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated. Only the Scions would commit their strength to a cause. Yet theirs is one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Colonel. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. So Fankred seems kind of neutral on it. We've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papa Limo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Ida? Alright, so 1 for, 1 against. One can deny the benefit from more support, but if it comes to the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost account of the times I had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ulta now and have done with it. Quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Papa Limo seems against it. What about you, your answer? It is the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aids with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. No doubt not that they shall return stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. The sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortune so finite. I mean, he does have a point, but I'm kind of with Papa Limo and Ishtola on this.
Yeah.
Forsake capitalism. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future. It would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Colonel. Have not, Colonel? Sought in this. Your desired counsel, and you shall have it. Minfilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ulta. We must do what? We are in, like, the capital of capitalism. As long as we remain within Uldan territory, we'll never have peace. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Averite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, let's keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond our borders. Corfus. Mordona. That too.
Yeah, Kurthus has Ishgard is the issue.
I suppose. Revenant's toil, to be
Verdona has
precise,
nothing.
lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. A way of additional benefit is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As yourself observed, you have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alfino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in a desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. Decision is yours to make, antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Science of the Seventh Dawn, moved you to found the path of the 12-eared Act. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. It makes us more than mere comrade in arms. We're as much your family as... That will be all, Alfino. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concerns are most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come across the needs of the Order, after all. Leave Ulda. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Colonel. Pray attend to Alphinaud. He is engaged in some business or other that requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphinaud waits upon you, and I do have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. You're probably done with this, like, whole segment at this point.
I'm waiting for you.
Confounded. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamin was her name. You may know her better as a songstress of Ulda.
Flamin.
She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlayan artist. You may imagine the news of her passing was indeed with shock and disbelief of her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled first to accept the truth, but Flamin's absence stretched for months into years. She saw there could be no other explanation.
Flamin.
Till recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philemon is alive. One of our informants, Father Iluid, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's depiction is as seen late in the seaside resort of Costa... Fuck, which one of them?
Belso.
Could succeed in tracking her down. I have no doubt of any worries now plague Minfilia's heart at past. I mean to set forth to Lenosia at once. Let's reconvene there and inquire to Master Gigaruju the veracity of these rumors. Well,
fucking Flamin.
I didn't see the I, and I didn't see the I, and it looked like an apostrophe to me. Okay. Okay.
Could you imagine if that was your name? If you were named Flamin and you just had to live with that? Like Flamin' hot wings?
Yeah. Fuck, I went to the wrong... No, I didn't.
Turn around.
I was looking at the wrong quest. I
Yeah,
was looking at Primal Awakening.
yeah.
Hey, Gigaruja.
Hey man. You're not even gonna say hi to me?
And then I'm on. It's Bane. I mean, Colonel, what brings you to my humble resort? Philamen?
Philomen.
Filament? Where's the
Philomen.
I?
It's between the M and the N's.
No, that's an. I know that. Where's the first I for Phil? Because that's an apostrophe.
Philomen.
Philamen.
Phil.
Philamen.
Phil. Bro,
Philamen.
Phil.
Philamen.
Philomen.
Philamen. I'm... You mean to tell me the
Difficulty
goddess made...
microaggressions.
What? Philamen. You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt amongst us till so very recently was the strongstress of Uda, a cat's man? If I had known that, I would have changed her to my bedpost and never let her leave?
Yeah, it's a.
What? Oh, right, no. Memories of Gigaruji's, like, side quests are coming back. No, this is in character. For shame. To think she now plies her trade up for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Gigaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks to see if any witnesses have been brought to spare. I'd be most appreciative if you could travel to Wineport and do the same. What?
You're welcome.
It didn't
I'm
work.
putting the bill for you.
It didn't work the first time.
For some reason, unfortunately.
If it isn't Kerndal, savior of Wineport, what do we owe to pleasure? Ah, yes, I did receive a customer matching that description. It was a delight to behold. Give the woman her due. Her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Interfering with tastings, you understand. If you use your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Like, damn, people are so mean.
Yeah. It was the 2010s.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen any cote last by the name of Philemon. Philemon?
Philomen.
Philemon. I
Philomen.
wish. Never seen a last of any description for far too bloody long. But there might be a reason for that. Shamani Lamani. Let's see, you've had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Colonel. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago? One does not forget a perfume like that, so robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. Said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. Told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. Flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. And then east across the second bridge.
I got lost.
I got lost. I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gabu's ire till it was too late. Oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and I... Philomen, don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. Songstress of Ulta, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Celia, is looking for you. Celia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is why. Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia, when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me. More than you know, but tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lenosia aside, what exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers and to use in a perfume. Does it satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? Interrogator fervor. My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? I have never seen Alpha Note stutter.
Women scary.
Women's scary! When your good friend's mom is low-key intimidating as hell. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. All things in time. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I've kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off to the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Oh, damn, they just took me there. Cool.
Yeah.
They just take you there.
Look, I'm not complaining. I have a limited supply of Vesper Bay Aether tickets.
Yeah, same. Although I did purposefully get the writing map for Western Fanaland for when I do run out, just so I can get here faster.
Huh.
Antecedent, you have a guest. Love it? Celia.
Do you want a fun little Mikote fact?
What?
So, the first letter of their name is their like tribe letter,
Yeah,
and
I remember
so
that.
removing that and just saying their name is a sort of term of endearment or closeness.
I haven't seen her like this in years, Colonel. Minfilia's dad must have been tall. I'm just saying. I
She
never
was
truly
adopted.
believed it when they told me you were dead. What kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me as I knew they always would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could. Lest their pursuit of me endanger you for our cause, I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. Continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Celia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celia perfume. You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You've gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble for me, my darling. For I cannot say the same for Kerndal, however. Would not have made it without him. Thank you, Kerndal. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. After all these years, you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ulta. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. But it was Lament who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining. I was a very dedicated student. Cat's Eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have done it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lauman as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? No, Sir, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I realize now how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could have ever hoped. You've succeeded where I failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ulta. Lament. You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again. And this time, do it better. Truly. Arfino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldesian. Preparations begin at once. Your antecedent has spoken. It's all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll. There's so much to be done and in so little time. Our first step was to be secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support. Sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. We need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers will prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters. Antecedent. Whoops. Really, Alphino, if I need concern myself with anything, it surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. Submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. Bro is 2 steps ahead. It is an honor antecedent. Upon receiving words of your intentions from Master Alphinaud, thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the signs of Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions that must need to be negotiated. If it pleases you, I would do. It does. I say it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
You good?
Slathborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. I was drinking water to seal an Imperial Reaper and use it to infiltrate a godly Casperman's undertaking. If you would contemplate, if you would still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We will hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, well. It seems your reputation precedes you, Kendall. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there's already so much you have done for us, and for me. We'll speak again anon. Till then, take care. Oh. We got a cut. Ah, Colonel, were you able to get some rest? I'd ask you to come with me to the solar. Alphanel has just returned. It would seem there is something he would share with us. Oh, the little smirk. I love that. I love that. That makes me happy.
It's so
A little
fun.
smile, like, yeah.
It's so fun.
You're here. Good. Come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with a new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. I need to rehear Alphinaud's voice, straight from the actor. Bittersweet victory, truth be told. I cannot deny that I've come to look towards Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. I think Tataru is getting tired of it. Waking suns to rising stones. Possibly poetic. Wasn't intended. I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support. General Raban included. Moreover, I have decided it is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, Antecedent? We're already pretty obvious already. If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Eorzea. Let's affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious for support, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I'll reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they be great indeed. Great! I say, yet no greater than us. And we will rise to them, as we have time and time again. Alright, time to pack up. Oh. There may be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Filament to teach me the basics of mining too. What are you up
I
to?
will say, don't get too attached to the voices they have right now. They will change once we get into Heavensward.
That's fair. I just like I haven't gotten a reminder on what Alphanaut's supposed to embody.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have strayed a few times in
Like
in
a
his
British
voice.
smarmy little guy.
Yeah, like a British small man. Fuck. No,
A little more high pitched.
that's like a guy you would meet at a bar. Hold on. British smarmy fella.
Yeah, that is
Smarmy little Brit. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphanaut, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear as an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Well, he does it on purpose. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I'd like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn. It concerned our forthcoming move. Take care on the road and represent us well, Kerndal. Teleport. I bet it's Mordona. Mordona, Revenant Soul. Mordonia. Mormona. Dormona. Don't have enough oil in it. Why are there blue? Oh no. There's a lot of blue exclamation marks around here all of a sudden. I know I cleared out Revenant's Toll of side quests before this.
Well, yeah, but now there's more because there was an update.
I was told to expect the Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. Been far too long, Kerndal. You have something for me, yeah? Let's see now. Yeah, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yeah? Well, that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. Excuse me. No. So what are these quests?
I think one of them should be the Crystal Tower.
Legacy of Allag?
That'll be like the mandatory alliance raid that you have to do before you can finish Realm Reborn.
Got it. Oh god. Alright, these seem to be shorter quests. Oh my. Alright, well, I'll do these later.
Yeah, we're doing MSQ right now.
Alright, we're doing MSQ right now. To do the work of a dozen men, I see. Even I can appreciate that as important a man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. Since you're here, look, originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. Such it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest for the road. Well, there barely is some food and drink. There are ears or tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. May get a bit miraculous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me. I'll show you around.
It's you, Colonel. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a most urgent news. We see grid tidings from Gridania. It appears our aid is required at once. Must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
Oh wait,
Everything
I
quite all
remember
right,
what
friend.
this is. I remember what this is. I love this one. This one's fun.
Can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear there's no time for a leisurely tour. No worries. You can rest assured that I'll see to all your necessary arrangements. Please return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Back to Vesper Bay, I suppose. I figured we'd have moved out completely after this point.
Takes a
but
that takes a little bit.
it takes a little bit. Woo! Yeah, the mount speed is definitely higher in this region.
Yep.
That map
You
works
got that.
wonders.
You
Wait,
got that because you completed Realm Reborn.
oh no, I mean like the hunting map.
Oh.
The map you get for like in exchange for a bunch of hunting tokens.
Messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face when he took his leave. Something's definitely amiss. Could it be the exile of summoned Garuda again? Mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud. Whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Go ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Interesting. It's possibly a primal. Hold on, I need to... Damn it. Alright. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. You have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. A primal has been summoned in Gridania. That arrival was customarily timely, Colonel. The etheric weave leaves little room for doubt. There be truth in my suspicions. 'Tis a familiar foe we face, and one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to the ones observed more than 5 years ago. I had hoped the Muggles guard beyond such folly. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence has been requested by Commander Hulua. He waiteth thee at Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Colonel. Eden and Papa Lima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Yeah, you can just teleport out from here.
Yeah, and I just registered that. I just registered that. It was late. I'm slow, okay?
Okay.
I am a slow man.
Kuplo Call.
Better see you as always, Grundle. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... Getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplokop assisted the Adderness to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. Spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire 12 would if left unchecked. Proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. Rest you should hear from Kuplokop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer in the Lotus Stand. Where's the Lotus Stand?
It is over by the Conjurer's Guild.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The other signs of Aurora certainly show you in.
You have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad, Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no.
Calm yourself, Kupo Cop.
Can you not see he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant.
Pray forgive his witless outbursts, Seer. Most grateful that you've come, Colonel.
And upon such short notice, truly Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplokop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that the good King Moogle Mog the 12th has returned to Eorzea.
Curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former.
Once upon a time, we Moogles served as the god in the heavens. It's quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, imaginary spaces, and would have literally endless supply of wonderful. It's better this, or possibly because the last part of God's actually become discontented, bottling and made life difficult for the poor Moogles. So God King Moogle Mog the 12th make his glorious name
Okay,
forever
Eminem.
decreed.
What?
Okay, Eminem, because you're like saying it so fast.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but the good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. By his nobly held while his subject climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came about the land, Kupo. All this except good King Moogle Mog the 12th. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain forever in the heavens, so Mooglekind might at last know peace.
Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I bet you tied a rope on something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea?
The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that the good King Moogle Mog the 12th is a myth made manifest by the means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their primals. Wait! You're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work?
What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such drastic a measure?
Might not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last decade, Eorzea has been brought to the very brink of destruction, only spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves or who were spared by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you the Mughals guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mughal Mog XII may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the Silsu summoned Ram, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share that concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughal but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Colonel. Confront good King Mughal Mog XII, and drive him from our midst. New Beastmen tribe to connect with? Humbly I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals guard and their liege lord, excuse my burp, is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumiyan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight into how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. I do not like how that Moogle moves.
You don't like the Moogle moves?
It's too wiggly.
The Moogle
Why
moves
is
do not move
why is he
you.
wig-waggling so much?
He's a Moogle.
Stop,
They do that.
stop wabble-jabbling.
Well,
Wrong
around.
direction.
Around.
I noticed. I am slow. Notice about me. Accept this about me, please. I am a fool. Welcome, Colonel, welcome. You should be the one facing good King Mughal Mog XII is of great comfort to me and the elementals both. As I'm sure you know, the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus it does behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you're ready to seek the king.
You have selected Regicide.
What?
Look at the
Well-
quest.
I didn't.
Okay, well that's what it's called.
Hail to the king. Oh, alright, cool. Hold on. Wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary nullly nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago when first the king was summoned to Eorzea. It's with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, we have been spared that burden of this occasion. On this occasion.
Yeah, so they killed Moogles last time.
Kuplo Koppen confided in me that he has been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mughals guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry into the King's Sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so and dare not labor any longer for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. Must need have Kuplo Kopp's keystones, Colonel. Try saying that 3 times fast. Pray go to him and beg of his assistance. He waits you at Whetstone Pier. Press upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield.
Yeah, that's it.
You have selected. Oh, that is an interesting.
You selected Regicide.
You've selected Regicide.
Remember Regicide.
Yeah, the murder of a king.
Yeah.
Or royalty.
And we want to go by the Lancers Guild.
I'm not walking. How will you do, Kupo? Oh. He told you about that. If there's surely another way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweetborn Pier. Go on ahead.
Ferry skipper's right here.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm a slow man, okay?
I'm sorry.
I am
I'm
slow.
sorry.
I am slow, I am a fool. I will make mistakes. I will make many of them. Oh my god, I don't... Alright. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied no matter how many crystals you bring up. Yeah, but your choice that this is how you pay us by consorting with this Hrothgar? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylph, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kinsmuggles. He plots race to get the crown. Enough. The cop will answer for his crime soon enough, as will all who defy the good King Mulmog the 12th. The king has pledged to purchase children with enemies, Kupo. We've got to set up before it's too late. The entrance of Warmarsh is deep within Bramble Patch. If you take me there, I can nullify the war, but be warned, the Muggles guard us that trust the lure enchanted beast. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo.
So I'm just gonna nuke all the enemies, just so we're aware.
Oh, thank God. Woo! Alright. You know what? I'll give this to you. This is a defense mission. I have no qualms about being carried through it.
Okay, Mr. Tank.
You sense a hostile presence, Kupo. Oh my god. What hostile presence? Is it? Do you have one following you of your own?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, we have... Never mind. I was gonna say we have a tail, but we're moving too fast for it to catch up.
No, hold on. I got this.
Alright, cool.
Okay,
Are
go
you...
this way?
Yeah. We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the King, Kupo? Then step closer
Okay,
to the
hold
board.
on. I'm gonna do a thing for this. We're gonna have some fun with this.
Oh no. What did you just change into? Is that Dark Knight?
We're both tanking.
Oh, great. Use your hands and focus, and when you turn to Averite, Kupo, I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish muggles a lesson and send the king back to whence he came.
Is
Foreign
time
March
or
hard, no
regicide?
accessible. Why is there only a hard difficulty?
Because in Realm Reborn, all of the ones that aren't a 4-person are marked as hard.
I see.
Anyways, this
Wait,
is
we're
just
both
Realm
tanking,
Reborn,
so
which
there's
is-
no one else gonna be tanking but us.
Yes. And there's a specific reason that we will both be tanking,
Why?
but you'll see. You'll see.
Alright, okay.
Don't even worry about it.
Is it important for the tanks to coordinate?
Mm, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe, they say. if if anyone can slay good King Mughal the 12th, may he justly reign till the end of days. If anyone can kill our king, may he reign. Oh god. Alright.
Oh shit, I didn't actually finish the rest of the quest.
What?
Oh shit. I didn't, hold on. I didn't finish the rest of the quest.
So much for
Did
the
it?
tanks being in sync.
Okay, there we go. Look, it's okay, the DPS weren't queued up either. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
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 Let's go. I really do like this fight. This is one of my favorite bosses. from
Alright,
Realm
are you
of
gonna
War.
explain to me how things work, or are you just gonna dump me in here?
We're just going.
Oh god.
Have fun.
Do I even have my tank stance on?
You can turn it on.
I may have forgotten to turn it on this whole time. Kubo, who in the 7 hells are they? Having adventures, I wager. The Moogle Power Rangers? Cool. Turn this on.
Okay.
Okay. This is why we need multiple oh, alright. We're bringing them together, huh?
Yeah, this is, you don't need to split them here.
Woo. I've got Pukna.
Do you remember what that is?
Yeah. Tank
Okay.
Buster.
Okay, just making sure.
Hail to the King, Koopa. Hail to the Koopa, I mean King.
Hold on, do you want to main tank this?
Alright.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I can get it.
You know what? No, I'm taking it.
Okay. I miss having a gap closer. Oh, crap.
Are there lyrics to this?
Yes.
Woo. Okay. These guys have huge areas.
Okay, Ender, come to me. Ender, get over here. Ender, get over here. Ender. That is a split tank buster.
I see. Alright.
So when that pops up, we have to share it or else I die.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. God, they have such silly noises.
They're Moogles.
Oh. Enemy of Innocence Twitter. Last name Twitter. You did it, Kupo, you did it! Good King Mugglemog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace as no more! I shudder to think what might have happened if you not stopped the Moogle scarf when you did! Thank you, Colonel. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them, too. You should go and tell Pudkipak the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Ryo and Camp Tranquil. They can relay the news to the chieftain. Camp Tranquil.
Give it a sec.
What?
Oh, I was gonna pay for yours, but alas.
Too late. I have a money cap anyway, so like might as well spend it. I dare believe my ears. Good King Mooglebog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. And I said that Ryo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the 12wood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Colonel. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the days are fresh in your mind. Oh. Well. Controversial. Do you personally walk along the log path or go directly through the water?
It depends.
Depends? Interesting. Colonel, you have returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus, I have two reasons to be gleeful. Yet many questions remain unanswered. You're so kind as to oblige me. I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Mm-hmm. Then it is as we feared. King really is a primal. But he really isn't. I mean, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. It doesn't sound like any primal I've heard of. Mayhap the fault lies with the definition. Fact remains as though a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slaying, said being left no corpse. The aether which comprised him instead being scattered into the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Asians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork. They said it was Massman who taught them how years ago, but Grudani has no shortage of Massman, and I never thought to question. Found it all. How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gift? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flame, ever and again we shall suffer primal visitation. Somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Colonel. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, something we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter which you speak has even now been settled. Science shall not want for support. I'll be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seed Seer, mayhap you return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Right. Back to Vesper Bay. I don't even get to go to the bar yet.
You're on the clock, no drinking.
No drinking. I'm on the... Bruh, I was just off the clock. They called me back on a, like, emergency call. This should count as overtime. It is good to see you hale and hearty, Colonel. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you felt the good King Mughal Mag XII. May his soul rest in peace. But I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it is as they said. Someone I did name. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve as a reminder to the Elder Seeds here of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Colonel. What next? Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant Soul in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end. On my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given to the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. His walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger will remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of the primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice will continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Yoriente, would you inquire of him? Any tasks remain undone. I cannot escape the feeling I have forgotten something. Something important. Girl, do I know the feeling? Do I know the feeling? Like when you're about to leave your house for work, but you're like, I'm forgetting something, but you like can't pin down what the hell it is. It's just like deep in your subconscious, it's like you're not ready. You're not ready to go yet. Something is missing. Thou art ever welcome, Colonel, but I require no assistance. May they take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely striven into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, and they who lurk in the shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Be not offended, Colonel. Thy conduct have ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that could be the same set of... Whence came that cry? The Sulla! Oh, for Fendi antecedent! Ah, shit. Body found. Emergency meeting. She's not dead. Quick, someone get a conjurer. Gonna delete us. Oh, echo time. We haven't had one of these in a long while.
Yeah.
Would you have done the same?
Monsieur Levier is a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
Another Asian! An Asian here? How?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted antecedent.
But you're not like the others. You're robes.
Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
He who... You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
And he is still...
Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
You... What are... Ready when you are, Yelay lady. If there's nothing else. Is something the matter?
Uh-oh.
I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave. But I'm sure we'll soon get used to the Revenant stall. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. You shall depart whenever you're ready. Oh, the shadow behind Minfilia.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth is there in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive nothing. So it is with all but a chosen few, even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing about me. Nothing.
The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one with no yet master.
And if we did,
there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came in peace antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait, stay where you are. There's her scream.
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder?
Leave in peace, my ass. I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Irianja, send word to the students of Baldesian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Asian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
Asian, my lady. Is that what caused you to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. The Asians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
I know not and care not. Find him, Colonel. Turn every stone in Bastard Bay if you have to.
Pray attend me, Totoro.
Are we sure we want to leave her alone again?
She'll be fine.
We left her alone for probably what was it? Like a minute? And she gets like shadow bolted through the lower torso.
Well, he
by an
did walk
Asian.
out. They saw him walk out, but he's like not in there.
But we're gonna leave her unattended for another few minutes while we go and search for him.
Well, yeah, because he wants you to look for him.
Oh. You were standing so confidently next to him, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
I'm told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. So I shall walk north, if you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon.
And I just let him go? Alright.
Well, do you want to get blasted in the chest?
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
You are
Damn, you can't
being
even walk.
judged. Right, I forgot. Woo, big guy! All
Okay, that's the
right.
last one I'm gonna kill.
Not so big guy. Got it.
Sorry. It's just fun getting to throw my weight around, you know?
Yeah. Take care of the other one. I want at least one
did.
kill though. Right.
That was my first attack, by the way.
I could tell. Ooh. Thaumaturgus?
I see you live. Good. But your trial is not yet at an end.
What? Oh.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such a trial. The laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary. You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. Realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I wholly condemn his misdeeds, and through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still. That much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world shall soon change, as it was and so it shall be again. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Oh, and believe me when I say this. I am Elidipus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again.
A little bit.
Elidibus.
A little bit. A little bit. Oh man, they've introduced so many good characters in Realm Reborn. Yeah, how long do you plan on playing out of curiosity?
I don't know.
I did. So I will say that, hold on. What is it? Yeah, we are coming up on the end of the first set of patch quests.
Okay.
The quest after this one will be the last one for patch 2.1.
The gods, you've returned, Colonel. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so it shall be again. Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much but reveal nothing. Say perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I hoped for answers, but it seems I am to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside this matter of this Asian until after we've completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's one final favor I would ask of you before I depart.
I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Olabegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained a deception of nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. And after handing it off to Urianger, we go
Urianger.
to Yurian. I've said that name so many times and you only correct me now.
Yeah.
God damn it. I hate this family. I hope you and Ymir get divorced again and I get to stay with Ymir.
Wow. Okay.
I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Father's final bequest, and daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, I can imagine the antecedents' pain. Upon my honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Kandal, this is Nymphelia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I've departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you've given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the Seventh Heaven in Revenant Soul. Tatsu will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you've already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aephorite and Revenant Soul. After all, it's right on our doorstep. It is actually incredibly more convenient.
Yeah.
Quest from Urianger? The king. Oh. Fuck. We'll do that later. So it's the nightmare version of Good King. Good King Mughal the 12th. Oh, Kandal, you're here. Good. All wondering when you'd show up. I was just telling your restive receptionist here. Pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. Rising Stone is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable as a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us for most suspiciously ever since we arrived. Can I help but wonder if we are truly safe here? I'm sure he's fine. That man. Can't say I've spoken to him to myself, but the rumor is he come from a hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. See the structure I speak of, no? Be hard to miss it. Massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, there's a remnant of some ancient civilization. Details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over, looking to unearth its secrets. Man over there is no exception. And if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside.
Boy, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see our efforts do not skip a beat despite this relocation. And with that, Colonel, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. Antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. When did Minfilia start getting called the Antecedent? I don't remember when that started.
It's just kind of a title that she's had.
Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. You're granted a respite from your duties as assigned. Use your time to probe the depths of Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Wait, can I go inside? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, the bar.
It's
the
a
bar,
different
the
building.
bar is our inside. Ooh,
Yeah,
fancy.
I will say, I will probably go and eat dinner since this is the end of patch 2.1. But if you want to like do Crystal Tower on your own, then feel free to.
I might do some of the side quests just to clear things up and get a feel for the world around me.
Alright.
Philomen! She stayed! A single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. The full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy this respite. Let's enjoy this respite. No. No, that's not right.
It is dinner time for me, so I shall hop off now.
Alright,
Farewell, have fun.
I will. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks the new beginning for the science of the seventh dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be built into no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. This does not mean we will sever our ties with the Eorzean Alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea. A moment of your time, Colonel. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon my intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me to admit no delay. On every attempt to contact the students of Baldesian have met with silence. No one will respond? Odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. Here we must assume the worst. No, No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wars are beyond circumvention. If they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. No one could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge, both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the student of Valdesian, they may know of it. No, though the thought of it pains me. Until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus.
It is possible that the others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however. They are unlike to yield it unconditionally.
Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? Visit from the crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ochre, or Puce? Which of our allies will it take? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. You shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea. I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly. To spare this world of their unholy machinations. Do not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Colonel. I discern them all around, and disturbance is far too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. My stalwart hero faces a picture of resolve, and that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Cry. Where are you? Not even her personal connection is answering. Oh.
Your intercession was not foretold. You object.
We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear.
They survived the seventh ardor, now stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you?
No, it does not.
Serve as you will, so 'tis shall I. We labor not on cross purposes. Wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last, they see.
Alright. With Moss not around, I have time to pursue little other things. For funsies. Goobert. Most of them are battle-hardened types seeking a worthy testament of metal. I trust that I might count you among them. Didn't hear for this me. Right as Copperbelt mines are looking not unlike the 8th Hell in recent days. Stone torches, I was believed they have matters under control. Minor acquaintances might beg to differ. Far more adept at quelling rumors than hecatoncheries, if you catch my drift. For my friend's life and mine own, as well as those hokey monstrosities, break free of the surface. There's a challenge you seek. Let's say you accidentally find your way to Copperbill and prefer your services.
Adventurer who can hold his own in battle. So happens I've gotten word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of travel and dash of heroics, it'd be worth your while. East Finland's lovely this time of year. If you heard of training grounds in Halatali, I'd wager. Place fell into disuse after the calamity, but some adventurer or never put it to rights. Owners aim to train gladiators and adventurers once more, just as any old days. A little pain, little mass burial, and now the place is ready to take on challengers. If you're at all keen to the notion, go on and talk to my friend Arl down there. We'll get you in the door. Adventurer needed a bit of business. And who you want is Amalda and Son's mineral concerns. He's kicked it over good. Have skill, will move fast, that sort of thing. Perfect for you, I'd warrant. Handful, might aggressive, nothing you can't handle. The twins, you'll find out Miner's Guild. Not to Cisaruka. Milder of the two. The most chilling encounter has my nerves on edge. Traveling through the shadow and a man accosted me out of nowhere, his eyes darting wildly and fierce, spoke of a haunted mansion, which the tortured screams of the young maiden can be heard day and night. Hawkett Manor, was it? These are just the harder difficulty of all of the dungeons I've done. Okay. Sorry if my controls are a bit wonky. I've got Final Fantasy in one hand and I'm petting my dog with the other. So expect me to be a little bit clunky with my movement. Adventurer. Baseless rumors notwithstanding, I can assure you that our meager talents are not needed here. No Hecaton Shurias have returned to the mines, and even if they had, stone torturers would be seeking to the threat swiftly and ably, as is our I know not what you just heard, but it's most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant bird from the godforsaken depths. True, all of it. But we had seen the last of him, but we're wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard, we did, and now Copperbell is overrun with a damn legion of the fiends, each one nastier than the last. Already lost score of men into chaos. Few that have returned alive claim that even once docile spriggans have gone mad, falling upon poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? The stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place a full pride above the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches, nay, the entire nation of Ulta would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend. banish those fiends to the depths, that they may never resurface. Oh, my dog gets left. Copperbell mines hard. Oh, Halatali. You being an optional dungeon threw me for such a big loop. Arla. Here's our mate, I'm Arla. And a friend of Hugobert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Did mention he used to tread the Sand City. Trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hugobert does. Wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the lad Fafajoni over there was talking about, aren't you? Ah, I knew it. Liberator of Halatali himself. Thanks to you, we made it nice and deadly in there again. To restore the Coliseum games to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. This could use some freshening up. There's some lurking crawlies in there that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. What do you say? Get to experience the new and improved training grounds? Be honored to have the Liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. Right, I can quick teleport. It'd be easier. Miners Guild. Sesaruk. Aren't you that miner embroidered the Deep Canyon scandal? Oh, there's any bearing on the situation, mind you. As long as you do what you're asked, it'll serve just fine now then. Situations like this. No, this isn't right. I'll be damned if you put it in our sister's fate in a stranger's hands. I'm going myself. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering into the sunken temple of John. Place is a death trap. What guarantees we owe that this adventure can beat those traps? None, that's what. You know better than any what these muscles are capable of. What does it mean you beaten those traps already? Wait. You're the reason Neneko's in trouble. I'm gonna end you, I swear it. Calm yourself, brother. The minister's not to blame for what happened. Besides, he's perfect for the task. Start again, shall we? I'm Sesaruk, and this is my twin brother, Popokule. You may have gathered, we need you to mount a rescue mission to Sunken Temple of Chan. If you defeated the temple's snares and traps, the place was officially open for research. Concerned partnered with the Order of Nadfal to fund an expedition. Aye, the research team was led over to Neneko, my little sister. It's the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Silde. Research to end all of her research of the place. Nobody except her was going to figure out that Silda and Uldar are both descended from the Beladian civilization. So the Temple of Charn is a native rock. No way in the seven hells was she not going to lead that expedition. But who comes bumbling in? A band of relic raiders, that's who. A greedy horse had set off a trap and now our little sister is stuck in a stinking place. Poxy bastards, pulling Neneko in danger. They aren't Tonberry mints already, you can be sure that I'll end it myself. That situation as it stands. Talk to Bibimu at the entrance of the temple and she'll let you in. You go and get Neneko out of there in one piece, you hear?
Oh, such a mean roof. The Amalja! I'm so glad I maxed out the rep. I feel so happy to have met them. Steady return that was. Relieved they actually sent someone who's been here and knows the drill. We'll find a change of fin, thanks to those fool robbers. Take care. Not so much that you cannot make haste. Still, there is someone who would wish to learn about Louis Sois. Who should one of them be but the champion of Eorzea? Well met. I'm Lieutenant Cyro Fulk of the Order of the Twin Adder. Nanaji Nunoji, at your service. Thank you for sparing the time to speak with me. Think nothing of it. I must say, though, Lieutenant Aubrey chose a perfect spot for the subject matter. Louis Sois spent much time in rumination here in the days before the calamity. The Gridanians being somewhat reserved by nature, at first the citizens kept their distance. But in time, people warmed to him. He patiently lent an ear to their troubles, healing hurts and offering counsel, and gradually earned their trust. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably say is not wisdom, it is indolence. Louis Sois spoke those words, and lived up to them. He was the epitome of a Charlean sage, and I recall myself being moved. Now, shortly after we had become aware of the Meteor Project, the hamlet of Quarrymill was attacked by Primal Garuda. Both soldiers and civilians were among the casualties. The Order of the Twin Adder moved to vanquish the Primal, but we were not alone. Through Louis Sois' meditation, we had the support of not only our sister Grand Companies, but capable adventurers the realm over besides. Using an artifact known as the Vortex Feather, the Archon opened the way for a band of adventurers to sally forth into Garuda's turbulent domain, where they felled the fearsome being. Upon her defeat, however, the Primal's dispersed Aether did not return to the land. Instead, it was absorbed into the Red Moon Dalamud. And when the Empire constructed a new base in Mordona, the Elder Soothsayer saw the need to decisive action and put forth a proposal. Formal reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, which had for so long lain dormant. The initial response from the other nations was lukewarm at best,
They felt that the burden to be borne by each party was excessive, and they were loath to do aught but place them at a disadvantage against their rivals. But the revelation that a lunar transmitter had been erected in the Imperial base prompted the change of heart. Tower controlled Dalamud's descent. If it could be destroyed, then the meteor project could be forestalled. After having constantly been on the back foot, our nations were motivated to join hands, that we might strike a decisive blow against the enemy. Thus was the Eorzean alliance reformed, and the Circle of Knowing had hoped. At the same juncture, Louis Soir was asked to join the alliance as a tactician. In that capacity, he provided sage counsel to our heads of state. Although he was first treated with wariness, Louis Soir earned our trust through his actions, paved the way for enduring cooperation between our nations. Indeed, were it not for him, we would all have perished divided. You owe Louis Soir a great debt. Now then, I expect you might be interested in hearing about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. But for that tale, I'd recommend you seek out another decorated soldier who actually took part in the operation. Though a hardened warrior, she's quite friendly and be glad to regale you with her experiences. So I send her word on your behalf. Oh, we'd be duly grateful. Very well. If you could take yourselves to Maelstrom Command and live some Laminsa, see to it that she knows to expect you. With that, I shall take my leave. Pray that the biography is a success. Everyone has been more than helpful than I dared to hope. Since Louis Soir had quite the influence on others. Warrior of Light? That interview gives some valuable insights into his character, and I'm eager to see what we learn in the next. Let's head to Limsa. I can return this time. Nananji. There it is, Maelstrom Command. Shall we then? Lieutenant Rakfan. I've first sight for sore eyes. You must be Nananji. Stadriki at your service. I understand you wish to hear about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. Indeed. I'm penning a biography of Archon Louis Soir, you see, for which I'm interviewing people who had dealings with him. Truly appreciate your time. You're very welcome. I'd be glad to assist, even if it wasn't a request from Lieutenant Fulk. I got the salute. Now then, continue where he left off. Shortly after the Eorzean Alliance was reformed, the scouts returned with word that the 7th Legion had activated the lunar transmitter in their fortress on Mordon. Now known as Castrum Sentry, the fortress was originally called Castrum Novum, before the Ninth fought. The order to break through its defense and destroy the transmitter that our three nations joined hands, and we were determined to succeed. The strategy that Louis Soir proposed was elegant in its simplicity. While our main force drew the Garlean's attention and El sieged, an elite band of adventurers would infiltrate the Castrum and make for the objective. Sound familiar? We had entrusted adventurers ridding us with the primals, now we entrusted them with the very fate of Eorzea. Still remember the operation as if it were yesterday. Though we were met with fierce resistance, we fought more fiercely still. No matter the cost, we had to ensure that the adventurers had a chance to strike at the transmitter.
So they fell for this trick twice, the Imperials did. When the messenger arrived bearing word they had succeeded, it makes my heart sore to recall that moment of triumph. Dude, the Imperials failed twice. That day we learned that by standing together, the people of Eorzea could oppose even the might of the Empire. No exaggeration to say that the victory paved the way for Eorzea's future. Without it, there would not have been an Operation Oricon. Alas, it wasn't all glad tidings. For though we destroyed the transmitter, Nail van Darnus appeared and claimed that he no longer needed the device to bring down Dalamud, that he himself had the power to do so. So long as Van Darnus lived, the threat of destruction remained, and so, branding him an enemy of all life in Eorzea, the nations of the Alliance undertook a desperate measure. At length they located him in Corvus and sent their greatest warriors to hunt him down. Leading that formidable band was the adventurer whom they called the Warrior of Light. And though no records remain of our fierce encounter, one thing is certain, the battle's conclusion, Nail van Darnus was brought low. As you know, however, our woes did not end with the White Raven, for Liswa and his disciples determined that Dalamud would continue to fall. In the last-ditch bid to prevent the realm's annihilation, the Circle of Knowing issued a request to the Eorzean Alliance. Secure Cartano Flats where the Red Moon was expected to crash. It was no simple task. The entirety of the 7th Legion had amassed in Cartano. It was necessary in order to perform a ritual to stop Dalamud. Ritual that invoked the power of the 12. So it was the Battle of Cartano was joined. I dare say you know how the tale continues. From one shock, the elder primal Bahamut approached Dalamud and proceeded to unleash his fury upon the realm. Aye, and though all bore witness to Liswa initiated a ritual, none remember what came to pass afterwards, neither what happened to Bahamut nor the realm was reborn. Haze that afflicted the memories of the calamity. People remember events prior to that moment, yes? So, do you know if anyone was near Liswa during the battle? Someone may have spoken to him. If someone was near him, I'm afraid I do not know. He was atop a rise for the ritual, and I was a good distance away from the front lines. My apologies. No, please don't apologize. You shared a wealth of information, and I couldn't ask for more. Well, if you're satisfied, then so am I. With that, I shall return to my duties. I look forward to reading the biography when it's finished. Now I have grasp of the events leading up to Calamity, and yet... forgive me. I was deep in thought. It's no small part due to your help. I've managed to learn a great deal. But there's still more I wish to know. Might I trouble you to accompany you a bit longer? If you're willing, please let me know. You accompany me, then. Wonderful. Come, let's head to the Drowning Wench and discuss our next move. Alright, I am going to stop there for now for myself. Because I think... Oh, wait, it's a cutscene. Never mind. Hold on. Our research is apace so far. We learn things not found in literature. But tell me, based on what you've heard from our interviewees, what is your opinion of Louis Soir? He's very good at being a leader, I will say. He's united 3 alliances and coordinated them pretty well. He possessed great leadership. Not, he couldn't have established a framework to realize his plans, no matter how brilliant they may have been. What struck me was how grateful the interviewees were to Louis Soir for bringing their nations together in cooperation. It's nothing short of necessary for our survival. Yet in knowing this, I can't help but wonder, In his capacity as a tactician, it seems to me he had done more than enough by devising a plan and facilitating its execution. He went far beyond. Even so, as notable as it is to desire to help others, what good is it if you end up sacrificing yourself? What may compel Luswa to go to Cartano and what when his mind and battle unfolded, in order to do his biography justice. We need to know these things. If Luswa had people near him at the time, perhaps he had shared words with them in his final moments. Words that could provide some insights. Where to begin searching for such individuals, assuming they exist? The Ever Warriors of Light? Oh, Bateron. Sorry, friends, couldn't help but overhear your conversation. So happens I know a bloke servant among Louis' guard at Cartano. What? Perfect. Thanks, Bateron. Surely, you know someone who was with him. Aye, and as far as I'm aware, he wasn't keeping the fact a secret. Just for good measure, though. How do you want to speak with him? Writing a biography of Louis Sois. Louis Sois' biography, eh? In that case, I reckon the bloke would be willing to cooperate. Orn Gwincom's the name. He was a lieutenant on Maelstrom. The calamity turned to adventure and is to be greater help to common folk. Maelstrom officer turned adventurer. He'd be most keen to speak with him. Where might he be found? Orn dropped in the other day, said he had business with Morby Dry Docks. You're lucky. That bee's still there. Understood. We're in your debt. We can't let this chance pass us by, Colonel. Let's take ourselves to the dry docks at once. And I will do that later. Not right now. Because I want to go to bed. So good night.